excited. You know, I am a product of the ministry of the Word and of the Spirit through a man of God, Pastor Chris. I tell you, what happens in your journey with Christ from the very beginning can be a reference point. I woke up this morning and I began to think how that God has given me a testimony, and how that testimony is His choice of me to the nations of the world. And then I recalled an experience that the Spirit of God gave me growing up in my life as a young Christian. I was barely 8 or 9 years old, I should think, and I'm just giving my heart to Christ gloriously on the 7th of December that year. Imagine, wow, Destiny tied me to Pastor Chris a long time ago. But then after that experience of salvation, everything changed. I knew I was not the same. I was young, I had siblings, older and younger. Mom and dad were there. Everything was different. I kept wondering, what was this different thing? Then a very young and dear friend of mine invited me for a special meeting of young people. It was a Bible club. It was called Sunshine Bible Club. Sun as in S-O-N. As the Son of God, you're shining. And it was Sunshine Bible Club, it was called. And it was extraordinary things happened in that place. This one I'm describing now, I decided to share today on you because it's something I will never really forget. So Jesus comes. I had a teacher in Bible club. His name was Daniel. Imagine. We called him Uncle Daniel. So once upon a time, you know, in Bible club we were told missionary stories and told how the gospel was going into various nations through some people who had made up their minds to serve God with their lives. And at that young age, these things got my attention strongly. So one of those meetings, the meetings were on Fridays, usually on Fridays. So at the end of a particular Friday meeting, Uncle Daniel perhaps had seen something of the spirit of my journey in Christ ahead of me. He called me aside and he said, I noticed you during the worship and I think God has given you a gift in song. I'd like to teach you a song to sing during the mission segment for the next Bible club. I said, wow, me? And he said, yeah. So I got in earlier than usual for the next Friday. And you would not believe the song that Uncle Daniel taught this young 9-year-old me. And that song has, you know, quite unknown to me then, it was a prophecy of God's choice of me and God's dream of me taking me to the nations with His gospel. And that's what I thought to share today. That song in itself is a message. It's God and me conversing. He taught me the song and he played God in the song. And I was like God, the one God was talking to. So but now Uncle Daniel is long gone. I really can't say where he is in the world, but God bless him for helping me utter those words in song that kind of formed a cloud over my life and put me on the journey in serving Christ and taking His gospel to the nations. So just imagine, you know, you would know when God's talking because it's like a call response song. And here it goes. Ogechi. That will be God calling me, right? And now I respond, yes, my Lord. He says, I am calling you today, hey, to be my witness to the world, to the world. Can you imagine that? And then I ask, but what can I do to help them? I said, what can I say to the world to bring them to you, Lord, to bring them to you? And then he answered, just shine as light in the darkness, bearing the fruit quiet. Just speak and tell them I love them. You can even give them a try. Can pray for them even when despised. And behold, I'll be with you always. I'll give you my spirit, and I will reward you with a crown. And I will reward you with a crown. Wow, who was I to refuse? And then I say, I will go, Lord. I'll be your witness. I will go, oh God. I'll tell them the news. Isn't it amazing that many years after I sang that song, having no idea what it really meant, the impact it would have on my life and destiny, God actually ensured that I have the opportunity, and I still have, even now, this moment, I'm telling you the news of how the gospel's changed my life, and I'm empowered to change many lives through the gospel. So you see, it's my testimony of God's choice of me to the nations. And I know that there is someone, you're watching and listening, and you feel, could God have chosen me? I tell you, He has. You are His choice for your time and for your generation. He wants to use you to change lives. He wants to use you to touch many around the world. So all you have to do is to say yes. Just like I sang in that song, I will go, Lord, I'll tell them the news. And He will help you by His Spirit, as He has done me. He granted me the grace and the strength, and He still keeps doing that every single day. And that's the reason I thought to share this with you today. So, what are you going to do? Will you go? I bet your answer is yes. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you soon. Tell me what you think about this testimony. And perhaps share yours with me as well. God bless.